Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma practitioners, it is the last day of 2020, and from tomorrow we start in new year. So, when it come to our life, always you have to remember our life belong to time. So, the clock, the day, and the weeks and the months, years, it's always so our life path, and it indicate, it navigate our life and giving it help us to map or develop our blueprint or recognize the direction where we go. So then you have to get the help out of it and see where you are today in your lifeline. So always remember this, everything going to change day by day, day by day. So we are changing ourselves every day. But at the same time, deeply inside us, we cannot absorb or we cannot get that change. We cannot understand or we cannot recognize that change mostly. Even though surface level, this everything day by day change. The ourself, we try to remain the same. So when it come to like this situation, the environment, it is very important for you to look back yourself. And this year was kind of like a very interesting year. And this is a one way, it is a beautiful year. For some people, it was not easy. Some people, it was very difficult year. But at the same time, if you look yourself, we start this year with the toilet paper crisis. And the people went so crazy. And when you look at today, you laugh, but at the same time you also had that fear in you. And then hand sanitizers and the mask, so face mask. So this thing was kind of like became a big deal for in day-to-day life. And then the quarantine word became so familiar with us, and social distance became more familiar. So even the travel ban became kind of like make some people so disappointed. And then people start to enjoy online shopping, and then even the grandmothers, grandfathers start to do zooming, and they now more comfortable with doing zooming, and with their own cell phone sometimes they start to have a family gathering, and they start to talk with their grandchildren through zooming. So it's a kind of like and people start to get into curbside pickups and online ordering. So these things, it's kind of like make your life a little bit shake. That's the important thing, because kind of like that that wake up call or that shaking, knocking to your head, wake you up. And that wake up call took you to different kind of situation. You didn't know that, but you went through because there's no choice. And then you became more patient more than any other time. And you start to work from home, and you start to find more different ways to go with the situation. And you start to think about others, and the empathy became more stronger word. And you used to take care and thinking about others, you used to behave in a different ways. And other thing is this minimalism, and it was a kind of like a ascetic method long time ago. living with the very minimum facilities. But look at you, if you look your life slowly, now you come to a lifestyle, there are a lot of things you give up, and slowly you get out of it. Party, gathering, going out, shopping, and vacations, traveling. So there are a lot of things you give up, but still you survived. But you thought mostly, young people thought, oh, Friday night, if they cannot go out, it is end of the life, like that. The people became so crazy if they cannot have a party. But now people became more comfortable with their life. They are understanding now, without having that a lot of things around them, still they can survive, still they can have a good life. And the other thing is, there are a lot of challenges came within ourselves, within our own environment, but still we able to go through that. You able to go through this all the challenges, and then you became kind of like a water, and you adapt to that situations. That is good, because that is the power of human mind. So you had it. But before this pandemic situation, we didn't think about it. Even if we try to think, we cannot kind of like absorb it to our mind. It's kind of like a closed down airport, the shutdown airport, or traveling, so that kind of things. And the the luxurious life that we thought, and going to very branded shopping malls, wearing Louis Vuittons, and having a Chanel bag, so kind of like these things. So people thought that's oh, this is beautiful, but it took us to completely different lifestyle. And now without mask, and having just seeing a person is a kind of like a very luxurious for us. And holding a hand from somebody and giving a hug, it's a very, very luxurious things. Sitting close to each other, and eating in a place with everybody, it's a very luxurious now. So we transform our life to some good side also. And I saw there are a lot of people, and thinking, oh, this 2020, this we done with this, and I hate this. No, you don't need to do that way. Why you don't see? You came to the end of the year somehow through this all the difficulties, and we know there are a lot of family members, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, and died. And per a day, more than 2,000, 3,000 people died somewhere. And all over the world, there are a lot of people didn't make it happen, and they couldn't go through this. But you able to somehow, you able to go through that. So the very first level, before you start your next year, the very first thing, remember to appreciate the journey that you went through. Because if you cannot appreciate it, how you going to start something new? So then you have to look yourself. And there are a lot of good things happen to you. Maybe still you didn't see. The best thing happened to you is you are still here. That is the best thing. You are still here. How it happened? Even you have no idea. This invisible, you know, virus, and go everywhere. It's go like the crazy wildfire. It go everywhere. But even we don't know how we survive like this. So that is enough for you to appreciate this entire year and have the faith. regarding the life that you have, and at the same time look how difficult to survive ourselves. It is not easy. One time Buddha mentioned, Kicho manussa patilabo kichang machana jivita. So kicho manussa patilabo, becoming a human being is very rare. So somehow you became a human being. Kichang machana jivita. The protecting this life, take care of this life is very difficult. So then you have to remember, you have to put some value on you. And whenever New Year come, we do a lot of good, the nice things. But the time will pass, the same person inside this skin. We not ready to change. But remember, put some value on you and recognize that you have some blessings within you. You have vasana in you, and get the best out of it. So don't complain regarding anything. So develop a skill to be a better person with this new year. Looking at this all the last year, and see yourself first thing, appreciate it. And appreciate it, and at the same time, be happy yourself also. And then remember, maybe from tomorrow, it's going to be more difficult. But still you have to remember, it's going to pass. And maybe some other things will happen to us. So that is the very nature of the life. It's going to happen forever. If we keep coming, it's going to happen. So the best solution for this all is attaining to Nibbana. But to attaining to Nibbana, at least the very first thing, that you have to appreciate this life, the what you have. So that is the key point. Once you start to do that way, you become a better person. So with this new year, remember, there are a few things that you can practice yourself. So the first thing, rather than reacting, start to be kind of like a person to respond. Be a person, respond always, not reacting person. Because mostly when it comes to our life, the 20% whatever happened to us, 80% we reacting. So that is how our life go. So whatever 20% happened to us, that are the all things we reacting 80%. So this reactive nature related to emotions, it feed you emotions. So make this year as you transform your emotions to intelligence. You have to do it. Otherwise, you are the one who going to be suffer. And when you stuck with emotions, remember all other family members, your brothers, sisters, everybody around you going to have a hard time. So then yourself, it is very good, and to become matured yourself, to uplift your qualities, and slowly try to transform that emotions to intelligence. So that will help you to have a very comfortable life within yourself and within others. When you transform that emotions to intelligence, there is a door open. That door will take you to the second point. That is, you can unlock your creativity. Remember, when you settle down, when you hold it to, when you harboring to your emotions, you cannot be a creative person. That means there is nothing will come out of you, something as new. Then you're not going to be a productive person, at least for you. for your family. And then if you cannot be a productive person for you, then it's going to become very difficult for your family, for your parents, brothers, sisters, to the society, to the country, and it's going to become a heavy burden to this entire world. So don't be like that person. Be a person to do something and bring something out of you, because there is something in you, in this entire universe, that something in you it can do by only you. There is no any other person can do it. So you have to look into it. And if you don't look, you're not going to find that. That is the gift that you having. You are a masterpiece from this entire universe for something. So recognize it. That make your life more beautiful. So that beauty is the real life that make you happy. So otherwise, always you depending from something, depending from people, depending from emotions, it is very difficult. It is very tiring. Not only you, for others. See, when you are become very emotions, you become very sensitive. It is very difficult. That in Samatha Vipassana, we talk about sensitivity, but this is not. This is with our mostly this outside world. So then always remember, be creative. In the beginning, transform your emotions to intelligent, and that will help you to develop your creativity and be creative person and develop your creativity. So when you develop your creativity, you become very productive person. Another thing is, now day by day, people talk about artificial intelligence. So because of these machines and technology, and we more become kind of like a part of the machine. So, but always remember, select authenticity. Go into the natural intelligence. That is more worth. So first recognize who you are. That is the real authenticity. That is the real wisdom that you can gain. Recognize who you are. Just learn to look into yourself. And that recognition will help you to understand a lot of things around you. But if you don't have that authenticity or understanding within yourself, then whatever happening around you, all these unconscious machines, this algorithm, this power, the energy, this everything going to overtake human mind. But you are more better than this all. You are capable to do more beautiful than these things. So don't be limited to this artificial intelligence. You have to grow with your natural intelligence. You have to grow with your authentic wisdom. And that is where your life going to be. So that is where your success, your happiness going to be. That is where your development going to be. So then always remember, every day, start to tune into yourself and recognize who you are. That's what it make you more better person. And the fourth one, always remember, happiness is within you. It's not within somebody else. Even you'll go around this entire world or the universe to find the happiness. And in ancient time, there was some idea If you want to be happy, find a happy person and marry a happy person. But in the world, now you know yourself, you cannot find like that person. Only thing is, it is your choice to be happy yourself. So then always remember, happiness is not within somebody else, it is within you. Once you recognize that, the very first thing you will drop the idea looking that you looking happiness from outside. So always remember it is within yourself and it is your choice. So be happy. And sometimes you say, oh, I have this question, this problem, that problem, how I can be like this? Because unconsciously you make that all the problems bigger than your happiness. That's why you see it as problem. But if you recognize, because there is no place in the world you can live without a problem, difficulty, situation, it's always going to be there. But be a person always finding the happiness within yourself and go into the situations or the problems, you can fix it. So you have to take it to your hand. You have to take that responsibility to yourself. And the fifth one, share your life always. Remember, it is not the self-centered life that we develop within ourselves. Always remember to share your life as much as you can. So when you become a productive person, that will uplift the quality to share your life. So somehow look around you and how you can share your life with others. There are a lot of things that you can do for other people. When you sharing your life, that doesn't mean you give up that who you are sometimes. But you can do a lot of things, like when you talk to other people. The way you talk can change their life. And the way you do some work can change their life. At least try to do that way, and that will uplift your quality, sharing quality day by day, day by day, day by day. And that will transform you to a different person. So that make you more and more and more better person inside. Remember, sharing life, you never going to lose anything. You become more better person. So learn to share your life as much as you can. Another thing is the sixth one. Always remember, get the best out of the situation. Don't complain regarding anything. As I mentioned, don't complain regarding the last year. Look at the last year and get the best out of it and then move forward. Because if you cannot be happy before you start something, Ida nandati pecca nandati. Ida tappati pecca tappati. If you worry in this very moment, what will happen? Next moment going to become unhappy. So, ida nandati pecca nandati. If you become happy and comfortable in this very moment, your next moment going to be happy. So then it is your choice. Always remember, whatever the situation come, get the best out of it. There is something good in it. Find it. Once it become a profitable skill to yourself, and you will see, when a situation come, you don't complain regarding it. You don't fight with it. You don't resist that situation. You accept it. And at the same time, you take it as a good opportunity for you to grow. So that is what called becoming matured. So with this new year, you have to be matured person internally, because physically somehow it happened. But internally yourself, within your mind, you have to be matured, be a better person. So the time will come, time will go, but at the same time, it is a great challenge for you to get the best out of this time period. So what is the best that you can get out of the time period? Learn to change yourself. That is the best that you can get, and that is the best gift that you can have to yourself. Without changing yourself and try to hold things around you, it never going to bring a victory to your life. Maybe you will have a lot of things, but it never going to take you to liberation. But our purpose is every step we direct towards the liberation. So that's why, remember, this year, this 2021, make that year you change. Once you start to look into that change, you will see there are a lot of things you have to drop. There are a lot of things that you have to let go. And even you can start with the house, the room, your purse, your pocket. There are a lot of things you have to, it's unnecessary. And you start to remove it. And even in your life, with your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, there are a lot of things you have to remove it from you. So, with this new year, be a person that yourself you change for your own good, for your own better future. You have to do it now. That is the important thing. When it comes to change, you have to do it in a way kind of like a radical change, especially with our mind. You cannot plan, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it next week, like that way. You have to decide to do it now. So maybe you will fail, but still, again, you can do it. So that's why, remember with this new year, to become a better person yourself, change yourself. That change start within inside you, and that going to bring the the beauty to your life. That beauty will nourish you deeper inside each and every cell, and that's going to make you a very healthy person. So immunity is just not the physical things, it is depending on your mental condition. So mostly we talk about the immunity, but remember, it start with your mental condition. So then if you always worry, unhappy, you have the fear, frustration, anxiety, depression, unnecessary thoughts, it affect for your health. So you are the best doctor for you. So you can build up a very good immunity within yourself. How? Keep your mind very clear. So for that, what you have to do? Be in the present moment. That's mean get out of all the unnecessary things, whatever happened in the life, get out of all the dreams. So whatever you have to do it with your best abilities. Do your best with your bodily, verbally, mentally action, and with the compassion, loving kindness, and generous heart. And that's way, the even one moment you live, it worth than the 100 years you live with the worry, unhappy, sad, or fearful mind. So come to that point and yourself. So that once you bring that change, that radical change inside you, remember that other everything going to be okay around you. So with this new year, I wish upon everybody to understand this, gain this message to yourself, and resonate it with your heart and learn it within yourself and practice it within yourself and find the change that what you want within yourself and get the best out of you before you end your new year and get the best out of you, do the best out of you before you die. That is what you have to do. If you can do that, don't worry about anything. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. Also, we transfer this all merits to our guardian angels and deities, and by the power of this all meritorious activities, if there are any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects, that everything go away and may everyone stay healthy and safe during this new year. And may all the success and happiness be with you as you wish. Sabbitiyo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava ආයුවඩ්ඩකෝ ධනවඩ්ඩකෝ සිරිවඩ්ඩකෝ යසවඩ්ඩකෝ බලවඩ්ඩකෝ වන්නවඩ්ඩකෝ සුකවඩ්ඩකෝ හෝතු සබ්බදා දුක්කරෝගභයාවේරා සෝකා සම්බේ උපද්දවානේකාන්තරායාපි විනස්සන්තු ච තේජසා ජය සිද්ධි ධනං ලාභං සොත්ති භාග්‍යං සුඛං බලං සිරියායුච වන්නෝච භෝගං උද්ධීච යසවා සතවස්සාච ආයුච ජීව සිද්ධි භවන්තු තේ තාවතාච අම්මේහි සම්පදං පුඤ්ඤ සම්පදං සබ්බේ දේවානුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා සබ්බේ භූතානුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා සබ්බේ සත්තානුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා ඉදම්මේ පුඤ්ඤ කම්මං ආසවක්ඛයාවං හෝතු සබ්බ දුක්ඛා පමුච්ඡතු. Bless you.